Rowan here at the Tea Leaves and Tarot Parlor with your reading for July 2019. And I'd just like to remind you right now, Cappy, that this is a general reading, so it may pertain to you. Some elements may pertain to you, some may not. And I just want to encourage you to take whatever pertains to you and leave whatever doesn't. And also a good reminder for you to check your rising sign and your moon sign just to get a broader picture of how the energy is moving in your life at this time. That's right. And so right now, Capricorn, I just want to encourage you to go ahead and give yourself permission to settle in and relax into this reading. And I've already invoked the overseeing guides for the astrological sign of Capricorn. So we have your guides here to just add a little bit of depth to the beautiful tarot reading that we are on right now. And let's just go ahead and see where it is beginning. And so right here, they want me to begin right here in the High Priestess card. And this is what's hovering over you. And as we know, with the High Priestess, the 22 major arcana cards always indicate our spiritual journey. And they are cards of initiation. So each one of these cards is a gateway to your spiritual initiation as well. And we are always moving through different stages of initiation. As long as we are in body down here, that's exactly what we're doing. And the major arcana help to guide us through what part of our spiritual journey we are on, whereas the minor arcana help us to discern what's going on in our day-to-day lives and how that aspect of our spiritual journey is playing out in our day-to-day life. So right now, going into this particular major arcana card of the High Priestess, we can see that with the High Priestess card, a lot is like veiled or hidden from view. So it could be things that you're not seeing in the circumstances around you, in the life around you, and the people and the situations that are coming up for you. But it also is an indication that you're going a little bit deeper and maybe doing some advanced studies in metaphysics, the metaphysical or magical arts. And with you, Capricorn, it's like I really feel like both of these meanings are there for you right now. So I see, just as I tune in a little bit deeper, I can see most of you kind of looking, and you're always, taking note of the people around you and what their motivations are, which is a good thing because we always want to know where people are coming from. And you're very good at that. Being an earth sign, you take that in. There's a little bit of a hint of, that intuition in Capricorn, but also just taking that in and being able to read people's body language very, very smoothly and easily. You're able to ascertain how you feel about them, where they're at, what their motivations are. And I see you doing that a lot as you go into this card with some more depth. So the High Priestess is really going to be playing a huge role for you in July. And I don't see you using the High Priestess to make too many of your decisions. It's more about gaining information for decisions that will be made later. So that's how the High Priestess is. And she's hovering over the Two of Pentacles. So we know that money's balancing out. Money's doing okay. Things are good in the practical world. There is a concern, though, on the horizon here. And that is the Five of Pentacles. So there's a concern of some loss. And the Five of Pentacles is that material loss. So it's not just about money. There could be some health worries in here too. It could be worries about the health or monetary stability of a family member or a close friend also. So that's for you, Capricorn. You guys usually are so good with money and so good with business. It's hard to believe that you would be really facing this, but I'm certain that it's not above you to be concerned or worried about it. For some reason, though, I'm being directed by the overseeing guides that this could pertain to somebody that you're connected with. Like I said, a close friend, family, coworker, somebody that that you're like concerned or worried about. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And because you are so generous, Capricorn, you're generous of heart, and you are, even though you're really good with money. When you have money, you are generous. So there may be somebody that needs your help. And I see you focusing on that. The Nine of Swords, so there's something that's really hit your heart. There's some sorrow or some grief that that you're getting over. There's also, this is enhanced by the World card in your environment, just showing that you are ending a master cycle right now. So you've been through some major life lessons. They're coming to a conclusion. Once again, we're always down here moving through these major arcana cards on the path to self-mastery. And this is the card where as we begin our journey in the Fool, in just complete and total innocence, it's like in the World card is our victory. We have gathered mastery over a major cycle or element of our lives, and there is cause to celebrate. So that feels like it is true to you right here. However, in your immediate future, I do see you being a little bit on guard in the Nine of Wands. So you're being very protective right now of home and of those you love, and just really, and of yourself too. So you're kind of keeping an eye out for what may come up next, sort of waiting for the next shoe to drop. Okay? And it really doesn't feel like you need to hover in that energy for too long. Okay, Capricorn, because it does feel like things are turning around. You're coming out of and into this with the Six of Wands in your recent past. You're coming into July feeling victorious, and you've had some successes here to celebrate, and even in your environment with the World card, which is a victory card. So you're feeling like you're pretty much on top of your game. And like I said, the World card is where the Fool comes out the hero. So the journey of our friend the Fool has ended in the World card as the hero. So that is definitely something to be celebrated. And then on the other side of this, and we can see that you're pretty much ready for that celebration. You're ready for the harvest to come in. You're ready for some time to yourself. And here in the Six of Swords, in that final outcome, it looks like you're actually going to get that. So if you're not taking a vacation in July, Cappy, you are definitely planning a vacation in July, and I can feel it right now. And I'm a little amazed we're not seeing the Ten of Wands in this reading for you, because it does feel like you have been hard at work. It does feel like there's a time, well, Spirit is kind of taking me back and showing me maybe a month or two where you were feeling a little overwhelmed and overburdened. And that is starting to move deeper and deeper into your past. But definitely a well-deserved break or vacation is needed here. So I'm encouraging you to go ahead and do that. So I want to look a little bit deeper here, Capricorn, before we leave this reading for July. And I want to see what is hiding behind the High Priestess. She's coming forth as an ally to help you right now, and she's hovering over you very presently. So we know that she's going to be coming in the first 2 weeks of July very heavily. So I want to see how she's aspected for you. And oh, there we go with the Fool. The Fool comes up right away. Okay, so beautiful. So, not a big surprise that as you end one journey, you enter the gateway to another. And that's kind of it's the way the tarot works. It's the way life works. It's like, so you come to an end, you get a little bit of a break and a reprieve, and then you're off on a new adventure in the Fool card, starting out in that total new innocence and that beautiful blessed energy that just feels so good because it's fresh and new. So, and also the Hermit. So you're still doing a lot of that deeper inner work as you begin this new journey. So you're really integrating a lot of the lessons that you've just completed in this last master cycle. Okay, and the Queen of Swords comes in a very mature and motherly way, very businesslike, very analytical, getting down to facts and figures, and and the practical things. So she's, and not that that's ever a problem for you, Cappy, but she's just reminding you to stay focused on the day-to-day matters here as she comes in. And then the Emperor, of course, is really just anchoring all of this energy in to like set the new foundation for moving forward as you move it really, deeply into the harvest season, which we are upon at the end of July. Of course, August 1st brings in Lunsa and a beautiful beginning with the first harvest. Um, so this is where you are moving through cycles and completion of cycles, but definitely anchoring in those new beginnings. Okay, Capricorn, so this is your reading for July 2019. And this, once again, this is Rowan at the Tea Leaves and Tarot Parlor. Just a reminder that Gaia and I are available for individual private readings by phone, by Skype, or in person. And we will be reading at the Litha Psychic Fair Saturday, July 27th. If you are in the neighborhood of Santa Cruz, California, please drop in and say hello to us. All right, until next month.